It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, I know it's early, but what you like about this team and these players, they've already established an identity. People have accepted their roles. They understand exactly what they're trying to achieve night in and night out. And the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the great dynasties, not just in basketball, but in all of sports. Kenny, this is a franchise that's used to winning.
Yes, Magic has done a great job of rebuilding this team, cultivating this young talent and creating a really positive culture.
Kenny, you know you live there. Free agents love L.A. This franchise doesn't stay down for long.
Thanks for joining us as we'll go now courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers came away with the win against Portland.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. Early on in the season, some players locked and loaded, others trying to find their groove. Clark, did you tend to be a fast starter, or did it take you some time to get a flow for your game as a season started?
You know, Kevin, in my relatively short career, I experienced both. My rookie season, I started a little slow. I was in really good shape, knew I was going to play a lot, but it took a minute for me to find my traction. I started fast in my third year because I had been around the block a couple of times. I knew what my offseason needed to be like, and I had gotten off to a terrific start in my third and fourth year. And then the injury happened, and that was it. But I experienced both.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Passes to Kuzma. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Ball. To the paint. Kuzma kicks to McGee. Just 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard against Ball. Kuzma inside. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Pass the Ball. Puts up a three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And, Kevin, I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
Lillard finds McCollum. Out to Turner. There's the three. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. LeBron outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
On the free throw, no good.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Now here's McCollum. 38 points for him last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McCollum. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
James kicks to Kuzma. Aminu grabs the miss.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Turner passes to Lillard. Back to Turner. Lillard outside. And it's off from three-point range. James outside. Now the pass to McGee. James against Turner. Stolen by McCollum. On the wing, Turner. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he's going to have to be more cautious on defense. He can't afford to pick up a 3rd foul here in the first quarter.
Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Turner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Turner against James. Pass to Kuzma. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Turner. Fires the 3, and another 3 for Portland.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Shot to stop the run, and it falls over the rim and in.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. Aminu misses.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Ball, the pass to Hart. James kicks to McGee. Back to LeBron. Basket, good. James has got 6.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
Lillard against Ball. Puts up a 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. LeBron James, 2nd. Rajon Rondo, 4th.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Dallas.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Here's Hart. They trail by 1. Turner looking around. Kicks to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Aminu, guarded by Kuzma. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got his first bucket of the night.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Lakers trail by 3. The pass to Hart. Pass to LeBron. Rebound by Nurkic.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time, liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Aminu with the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
James with it. He has 6. Shot to stop the run. Count that one. LeBron's got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
McCollum outside. They swipe it. Here's Hart. He is guarded by McCollum. Back to Hart. LeBron against Turner. And he gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
And you know James is deadly coming off that pick and roll, but defensively, what do you take away?
Lillard finds McCollum. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Now here's Ball. Here's Kuzma. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And that one misses. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
Now here's McCollum. Clock at 6. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lance Stevenson comes in for Josh Hart. Portland's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. McCollum, no good.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
McCollum against Stevenson. The dish to Beasley. Outside for Rondo. 4 on the clock. Lets it go. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
No other way to say it. Flat out bad defense. Didn't even contest the shot. Lucky for them, he misfired on it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Rondo. The Blazers getting the bucket. Pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Over Harkless. Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Stauskas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. Here's Beasley. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's McCollum. Over Stevenson. McCollum, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Shoots the 3. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Here's Curry after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Left side Curry. McCollum against Stevenson. And the basket by McCollum.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Beasley with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Beasley dishes to Ingram. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And the basket by McCollum. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now here's Rondo. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. The 9-foot shot. Rebounded by McCollum. Portland's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Stauskas kicks to Curry. Now McCollum. Over Stevenson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Right back after this break. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Yep, firing with confidence and rhythm, Greg. I mean, not allowing the defense to take a break.
Stauskas is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Curry in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
2 shots.
Free throw good. McCollum. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble. And he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Count that bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now here's Leonard. McCollum outside. Here's Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McCollum. Over to the left wing. Curry fires from way outside. The Lakers with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over Caldwell Pope, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 12.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. Zubac's with it. Leonard's there for 3. Ingram. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Now here's Rondo. Here's Beasley. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers leading by 3. Stauskas, the pass to McCollum. Back to Stauskas. And that one is stuffed right through.
In addition to his long-range shooting ability, Nick Stauskas is also very quick on the drive. I mean, his quick first step catches defenders off guard sometimes.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Leonard. Aminu comes in for Harkless. Turner's checked in for Stauskas. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. James comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Curry against Caldwell Pope. Curry is inside. Good on the 13-footer. Curry's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunity.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Curry kicks to Nurkic. Back to Curry from deep. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Lakers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Now here's Curry. Outside Turner. Nurkic trying to get open. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 5 now.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from deep. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from James.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Pass to Nurkic. Feeds to Aminu. Fades away. Count it. Good. He has 6.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Aminu. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from James. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Outside Curry. He dishes it to Turner. Back to Curry. Fires it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 6. Lakers trail by 4. It's stolen by Aminu. To the inside. Lillard, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Caldwell Pope. To the middle. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Now here's James. 15 points in the game. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Ball against Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
Ball, the pass to McGee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Ball, no good.
You know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Turner finds Lillard. Now Curry. He's covered by Ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Lakers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hart kicks to LeBron. That shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. The pass to Turner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 7 points for Evan Turner.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Lakers. On defense, Portland. Passes it to Hart. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Hart's got his first basket.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Ball, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. To the paint. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Hart. Pass to Kuzma. It's stolen by Aminu. And here comes the break. Shoots over Kuzma. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Aminu.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Turner. And McCollum subbed in for Curry. Both shots good from the stripe. Lakers trail by 12. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Over Harkless. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
McCollum right side. Pass to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Stevenson. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And just a nice job there to shake free of the D inside and then drain the jumper.
Lillard surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A moment now to see the stats for Damian Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season. How about 27 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds? And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Free throw good, McCollum.
I like the shiftiness of McCollum. I mean, feels like he can get any shot he wants to. Very efficient as a guard.
Stauskas is checked in for the Trailblazers. And so McCollum nails both of them. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Hart. And there's the pass to Kuzma. And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 14. 52 seconds left in the first half. Stauskas, the pass to Lillard. McCollum outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Stevenson with the bounce pass. Up top, Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 this quarter. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Lillard against Rondo. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Over Rondo. That one misses.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
And so we conclude the first half. Trailblazers lead by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
When C.J. McCollum was drafted, who predicted that he would become a star? Most scouts thought he'd be a good player and that he could do a lot of things at an above-average level. But his efficiency as a scorer is elite.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Welcome back. Downtown Portland looking spectacular tonight from the air. Such a scenic location here in Oregon. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Yeah, a real game changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ball is the point with KCP at his side. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science. And Kuzma is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Now here's LeBron. Knocked away. It's stolen by Aminu. Caldwell Pope against McCollum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Turner against LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 9 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Here's Aminu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers trail by 13. Teardrop shot, and he comes up with the deuce. And that's now 7 points for Lonzo Ball.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Turner kicks to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the right side. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles ball. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Up top, Kuzma. He's guarded by Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Here's James.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Nurkic can't hit.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
McCollum against Caldwell Pope. Shoots from 12. Ball with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
They get the rebound. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Over McCollum. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Portland leading by 9. Inside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McCollum, no good.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. Second in assists, third in scoring, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists. His court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Now here's Ingram. Over Aminu. And it's Ingram missing. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Lillard.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lakers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now, here's Nurkic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 19-foot shot and the basket by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And the crossover to the jump shot. Now, those are some moves I can relate to.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Curry against Ball. Passes it to Curry. And James pulls it down.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Tries it from 19, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Harkless comes in for Turner. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Ball. Free throw no good for Curry. Seth Curry missing all last season, Clark, with the bad leg and eventual surgery. You really feel for him.
You always do when guys are hurt because it's terribly frustrating. My career ended because of knee trouble early on, so I know the feeling. And it's especially hurtful and painful when a guy starts to show what he can do and be in the NBA. I'm glad to see he's back, and hopefully he'll continue to be the deep threat his team needs.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. Caldwell Pope against McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's James. 21 points in the game. Ingram wide open. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 6. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Curry finds Leonard. Here's Stauskas. 6 to shoot. Good D by James.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Curry after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Harkless kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Seth Curry to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
That's tipped. Harkless dishes to McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Portland lead.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
LeBron passes to Ingram. He kicks to Beasley. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Stauskas. Stauskas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard inside. He's covered by Ingram. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Stauskas has got 5.
Just fantastic work by Stauskas here. I mean, catching the flat-footed defense by surprise off the pass. His shot is extremely difficult to defend.
Los Angeles calls timeout. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
And Stevenson's checked in for James.
All right, a chance to look at stats for C.J. McCollum. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
So it's Portland now. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Stevenson. From deep. The Trailblazers keeping it alive. New 24. Here's Harkless. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Rondo. And that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. That's foul number 2 for him. Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Lakers substitution. Josh Hart.
Here's Rondo. And here's Stevenson. They could use a bucket, and he connects with the jumper. Stevenson's got 6. 1:52 left to play in the third. Curry against Rondo. Curry kicks to McCollum. Shoots over Ingram. McCollum, no good.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Here's Ingram, and that one good. Ingram's got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now here's McCollum. 27 points for him. That one good for 2.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Lillard's checked in for Portland. And the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good. McCollum. 1:07 left to play in the third. Here's Hart. He's guarded by McCollum. Hart the pass to Kuzma. And it's Rondo in the corner. 5 to shoot. No good on that one. Great D that time from Leonard.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Lance Stevenson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum kicks to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Leonard's got his first points of the night.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Lillard against Rondo. Beasley right side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Beasley. Stevenson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Hart, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now an update on LeBron from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Lakers head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Lillard finds McCollum, and McCollum with the slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
So it's the Lakers now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Kuzma. Beasley trying to break free. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
Lillard from outside. Add another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they've packed it in and just kind of given up.
It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Harkless. And the Lakers also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Hart. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Clock at 4. Stevenson inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Rondo with it. With the floater. Kept alive. Stevenson outside. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. LeBron, he's checked in for Beasley. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Caldwell-Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Caldwell-Pope. Fires from 18. And Portland again with the bucket.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron, and the layup's good off the glass. James has got 23 points.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Now here's McCollum over Caldwell Pope, and again it's Portland converting.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Turner against James. Here's Caldwell Pope. That shot is off. Good D by McCollum. To the paint, releases, and there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. And it's now 22 points for Damian Lillard. Ball kicks to LeBron. Back to Ball. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Nailed from three-point land.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Turner with the steal. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe 2 guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score, and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Free throw good, McCollum. Now Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's James. Kuzma. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Lillard against Ball. McCollum outside. And Portland again with the bucket.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
On the wing, James. Turner covering.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
To the middle. Nurkic against McGee. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Hawks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
It's good from long range.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns. trying to, in a positive way, affect change, Clark.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that, which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are. And I think it's important that wherever we are in life that we use our platforms to express our views. That's part of what being a citizen of this country is about. So I don't think you necessarily compartmentalize your life. If there are issues that are dear to you, that you want to speak out on and educate yourself about, then you use your platform for that purpose while performing your job, which just happens to be playing NBA basketball or coaching NBA basketball.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Turner. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. The Lakers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Ball against Turner. Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. The shot, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Collins. McCollum comes in for Nick Stauskas. And Lillard subbed in for Lehman. Stolen by Ball. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Here's Kuzma. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu. On defense, Portland. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
McCollum against Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And last season, not a beat miss for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
Now here's McCollum. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. So it's Portland now. It's an 18-point lead. Kicks to Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. To end the drought, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Caldwell Pope. The shot from 20 feet away. McCollum, no good. Lakers trail by 18. Doubled by McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. Here is Lillard.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. Stauskas is checked in for McCollum. And Curry subbed in for Lillard. And then for the Lakers, Zubac is checked in for James. Lance Stevenson comes in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. McGee's shot is off. And so Curry will bring it up for the Trailblazers. There's the pass to Harkless. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Rondo. Stauskas' shot is off. Now here's Kuzma. Passes to Rondo. And here is Zubac. Fades back. It's good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Damian. Congrats on the win. How has your game evolved within this offense?
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively. And I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You definitely were on the move and successfully. Thanks again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.